Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. I'm Gina, and today we will be getting into Create a Sim just a little bit deeper. We'll have a look at the gallery, and at the end of the video, we'll do a mini tour of Oasis Springs. Remember, if you like this video, please help your girl out and give it a thumbs up. We're back in Willow Creek, and in the previous video we quickly created a sim, Brittany Spencer, and Brittany lives in this greenhouse down here, and we spent one in-game day with her learning how to interact with our neighbors, how to interact with objects, how to acquire skills, and we started learning about collectibles, and that video is linked in the description box below if you want to go back and check it out. Today, I thought we would create a neighbor and maybe future love interest for Brittany. So what we're going to do is we are going to stay in Willow Creek, but we're going to go ahead and go down to this create new household to move in. So I figured we would go ahead and create them first and then give them a name, aspiration, and traits to see if we're getting any kind of feelings from them, like what we think they look like they would be into. I'm going to go ahead and randomize the sim a few times and see if anybody gets my attention in a good way. He's kind of cute. I'm not super excited about the facial hair. Sometimes the system comes up with some crazy looking sims, as if it were on cue. Other times, you'll find one that you instantly or almost instantly connect with. I actually kind of like Mr. I don't like his facial hair. We will take that off. We can do that. Alright, dude. I like you, but you have to shave. When you find a starting sim that appeals to you, you can customize almost everything about them. And I will throw out the caveat again. Everything that's available to you depends on the packs that you have. And that's hair, makeup, clothing, accessories, shoes, skin details, teeth, scars, and build and buy items, some gameplay features, lot types. So let's go ahead and get started customizing this gentleman just a little bit. So for body size and type, or shape I should say, you can go here and use these sliders. This adjusts the muscle size. And this will adjust how thick they are. Did he just say stop it? He did, right? I mean, I know they don't really speak English, but it sounded like he said stop it. Let me go ahead and undo those because... Oh, went too far. I apologize. Redo. Okay, there he is. In the body, when you click on the body, it will open up all of these tabs. The first one that we're going to be concerned with is this top bubble. And this top bubble as well. This is where you can change his skin tone. His skin tone is fine to me, but if you wanted to change it, you could click on something else. And if you want to go even further, you can use the slider to customize it. So there's two main sections. This far away view is where you do everything from the neck down. And then if you wanted to concentrate on his face and head, you can go ahead and click on that and it'll bring you up close and personal with this gentleman. And he actually has some pretty nice eyebrows. Eyebrows are an issue in this game. So starting with his face, right now, I don't have a problem with his face. We all know facial hair changes everything. But if you wanted to change their basic face, you could go into face. Again, this top bubble will get you into skin tones. The second bubble here will allow you to choose a completely different face template. And this will change almost everything about the face. It will change the shape of the head, all the features, and it will leave obviously the facial hair there and his original hairstyle, but let's go back. So this third bubble is skin details, and this is where we can add some wrinkles, some laugh lines, freckles, beauty marks. If you have the Parenthood pack, some acne, but hopefully he's past that stage of his life. So in the next bubble, we have teeth, and depending on the packs that you have again, you may or may not have some of these. And we even have braces if you feel so inclined to torture your Sims that way. And then we also have some scars, and I believe these are all from Get Famous. Okay, so let's get into some hair. So these are all the hair colors that we have to choose from. And then you can categorize it by short, medium, long, and an updo. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and keep him with his hair that he got, because I really don't have an issue with it. Okay, so facial hair. So this is what I wanted to see here. What happens if we remove this? Oh, okay. That's a pleasant surprise. All right. I'm okay with that. So this next tab down is hats, and we have all kinds of interesting hats to choose from. I think right at this moment, he's okay without one. And we have accessories, and we have piercings, glasses, and necklaces. Again, I don't think he needs any of that stuff right now. That might change. And then this bottom bubble is for makeup, and we have eyes, eyeliner, cheeks, lips, and full face paint. I think the only thing I really want to change about his facial appearance is I would like his lips to be a little bit fuller. So any facial feature that you can click on has templates. Oh, there it is. There's the forehead. Head shape, cheekbones, jaw, chin. They all have templates. Also, any feature that you can click on is also grabbable. So if you click and hold, you can grab and it changes the shape or size or position of the facial feature. So those are his original lips. Now to get them fuller, we do have to go into detail edit mode and grab onto that bottom lip and just pull it down a little bit. And then the same for the top. So if you watched the first video, you saw how to change their eye color. You can click on their eyeball and change that. So I haven't looked at him from the side yet, so let's see. Okay. Not terrible. Could definitely be worse. Definitely be worse. Definitely. So to go ahead and zoom out back to his full body, we can go ahead and click anywhere like below his neck. And it brings you back to this. So in this top bubble, for the second one, this will give you the body templates. And this is going to be their basic framework. So if you're playing and your sim gains weight or loses weight, this will affect how it looks in the long run. Because I believe I had a sim that had this body frame up here. And no matter how much he worked out, he still looked like he was a big dude just because of his structure. And then this third bubble is tattoos. And I think we might give him a tattoo. Why not, right? So let's give him, I want to give him a sleeve. Not that one. Yeah, we'll go ahead and give him that one. So this bubble right here is styled looks. These are outfits that the development team has put together. And if you put one of these on your sim, it will change everything as far as clothing, accessories, shoes. If your sim is wearing makeup, that is something that I want to make sure you know, is if you spend 30 minutes putting together this beautiful makeup look for your sim, and then you put them in a styled look, that makeup is going to change. So then if you don't like it, you can go ahead and click undo, and that will take them back to their whatever was before that step. Next, for the shirts, we have all kinds of different categories, and you can feel free to look at those on your own. And then we also have different categories for full body. We do have jumpsuits, dresses, we have sets, and this is where you would find costumes. We have some aprons, we have some overalls. As far as the bottoms go, same deal. Pants, skirts, shorts, jeans, skin tight pants are in here. Swimwear. I'm not sure why it's doubling a couple of these. Then accessories, bracelets, gloves, rings, leggings, and socks. And then shoes. Different types of shoes. I feel like that's all pretty self-explanatory. So right now I'm going to go ahead and put some of his looks together and outfits, and then I will meet you back here to give him a name, aspiration, and some traits. While editing this video, I realized that something wonky happened with the recording when I was going to show the different outfits that I had put together for him, and so I am redoing that part. I do want to mention that I realized that I said the only thing I wanted to change about him was his lips, and I ended up changing his eye color as well. That was because initially I forgot to show how to change the eye color, so I did go back and do that, so I apologize. I did change his hair, and then for his outfits, this is his everyday. This is his formal, athletic, sleep, party, swimwear, hot weather, and cold weather. I went ahead and named him Brent Boggs. I thought that would be cute to go with Brittany since we are essentially creating him for her. I also gave him a nature aspiration as well. He has angling ace, and when he completes that aspiration, he will receive an additional trait called collector, and collectors find more rare collectibles more often. I did forget to mention in the other video that whenever your sim completes an aspiration, they do get an additional trait. For the traits that I gave him bro, neat, and loves the outdoors. So this little panel right here is likes and dislikes. Right now we have 4 categories. We have color, music, activity, and decor. I only gave him that he likes fishing and gardening because I like to get the little chance cards in the game that give you the choice of whether your sim wants to like or dislike something. If you saw the previous video, you saw that Brittany had a chance for us to say whether or not she liked fishing. One more thing I want to say about traits and aspirations is that traits can help or hinder the aspirations. For example, if you gave your sim an athletic aspiration but gave them a lazy trait, chances are they're going to have a really bad time and it's going to take them a really long time to complete that aspiration. Okay, so now that we've made a sim, technically if we wanted to, we could go ahead and share him to the gallery. So let's take a look at that. You access the gallery through these little Polaroid pictures up in the upper right-hand corner or from the main menu. This is the gallery, and the gallery is where players share their creations. And we can search by hashtag, item name, account ID. And we have some trending hashtags here. You can also filter by all of these different categories. And then there is an area for the packs, so any packs that you don't have, I would go ahead and unselect those. Then the next tab is news. We've got some random statistics down here. This is stuff that's going on. Someone has downloaded My Rustic Wedding Venue, but this also tells you stuff that Maxis has favorited and stuff that you've saved. I don't know why it's not showing that. This is your tab that would be the stuff that you create that you share with people. So these creations were for the Spark Challenge, one of them. This is just a little cafe, but then you can view your catalog. These are all the items that I've shared to the gallery, which isn't much. I'm just getting started with being comfortable to share stuff. And then the My Library tab, that's all the stuff that you download from the gallery and stuff that you've saved within your own games. I'm not going to show my tab because I do have a lot of custom content on there that I don't have all the proper information to credit the creators. So that's the gallery. And then if we wanted to save Brent to our own library, we would click on this folder. And we could add any description that we wanted, comments, and then we click on this little button down here, save household to my library. So now he's an independent sim in our library, and we're going to go ahead and move him into the neighborhood. So we're clicking on this check mark down at the bottom, Okay, so I did want him to be Brittany's neighbor, which is possible because this lot is available and we can afford it. So we're going to go ahead and move him in. We're going to keep it furnished. And there you go. So now in Willow Creek, we actually have 2 played households because we created this one. So it's showing up as a played house. All right, so now that we have Brent moved in down there, we are going to go ahead and take a look at Oasis Springs real quick. Here is the world of Oasis Springs, and it reminds me of Las Vegas and Arizona rolled into one. And we have 2 prominent Sims families that live here. We have the Landgrabs right there. And if you pay attention to the little notices that pop up in the corner from the utility companies, it's usually Landgrab Power Company and Landgrab Water Company. And then over here we have the Caliente family, and it's Katrina, Nina, and Dina, I believe are the girls' names, and we have Don Lothario. And I'm not sure what that situation is. I haven't investigated that. I have to be honest, I don't know a lot of Sims lore, and that's really sad. I need to brush up on that, and I am going to be looking into that. As a matter of fact, EA, if anybody from EA is watching this, I think that would be a great little kind of online course, Sims lore. That would be fabulous. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of neighborhoods. So this one up here, Bedrock Strait. We'll just go into this lot right here. This is the one that if you look around, you can see the dinosaur in the background. That's what we were talking about in the last video when my bestie said, "You have dinosaurs in your game?" It's because she doesn't really take the time to look around in the background. And that's okay. Some people don't. That's totally fine. Also in Oasis Springs, there's quite a few billboards for aliens. I think that's really fun. And then if we look around, we can just see that looks like a mining site over there. And then some neighborhoods. Again, we can't access these areas, but it's nice to know that they exist. That neighborhood that we just went into was this Bedrock Strait over here. And then, as you saw, it was all desert. Whereas if we go up to this neighborhood, we'll go to this empty lot over here. I will apologize also if you hear pops or anything in the background. It is the 3rd of July right now while I'm recording this, and I live in Las Vegas, so that means from about June 20th to August 8th, we get fireworks all hours of the day and night. That might be a little overdramatic, but it is. The firework usage here is a bit excessive. Anyway, back to this neighborhood. So this neighborhood is green and lush and beautiful, and this is the part that kind of reminds me more of Arizona. I mean, Las Vegas does have these kind of areas as well. They're just few and far between. The point is that not all neighborhoods actually look like what the world map shows. Like if you are looking at the Oasis Springs map, it looks like every lot is just desert, and that's not the case. Alright, let's go have a look at the park real quick. So this is Desert Bloom Park. This is a great place to find collectibles. A lot of stuff spawns along the rocks. The area where we could build is just right where this grid is, but your Sims can walk all along this side. They can also come across here a little bit, and they can go all over here. And it's a little bit hard to see because it won't let me get super close to it right now. But this is a boarded up cave, and if your Sim has a high enough handiness skill, they can break into that. And if you are looking for rare fish, you might want to test that out. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Next time we'll get into some more gameplay. With Brittany, we will get her a job, hopefully meet up with Brent, maybe get a little romance going, and we will also take a look at the world of Newcrest. But for now, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Questions, kind comments, and feedback are always welcome. And please remember, be a nice human. Bye, guys.